Have you ever heard of a lost kingdom? A place that mixed the art of ancient Greece with the philosophy of the Buddha and was then just hidden away for centuries? Well, today, we're diving into how its rediscovery could totally reshape a region's future. Now, when you look at these incredible ruins, you're probably thinking Greece or maybe Rome, but you'd be way off. We're actually going to the Swat Valley in Pakistan, a place that, for over 1,000 years, was this booming, vibrant center of Buddhist culture and learning. Okay, so to really get what's at stake today, we've got to jump back in time. We need to appreciate the sheer scale of this forgotten kingdom. The history here is just staggering. I mean, it kicks off with Alexander the Great himself storming through. A century later, Buddhism arrives and just explodes. At its peak, you've got over 1,400 monasteries dotting the valley. It's a golden age that lasts until the very last Buddhist king is conquered. This place was a true crossroads of empires and ideas. And all that history created something you won't find anywhere else on Earth: Gandhara art. Now think about this for a second. It's Buddhist stories and philosophy, but told using the artistic styles of ancient Greece and Rome. This incredible fusion led to a style of sculpture and architecture that is just completely unique. But here's the crazy part of the story. Despite this unbelievable legacy, this absolute treasure trove of history has been almost completely ignored. It's like a forgotten relic of a glorious past. And don't just take my word for it. Research from the Pakistan Institute of Development Economics puts it really bluntly. Pretty much no one visiting Swat is there for its ancient heritage. Almost all of its tourism potential is just being left on the table. So what's going on here? Why is this happening? Well, research points to a few big reasons. First, there's a lingering negative image from the region's recent conflicts. Then, on the ground, there's just not enough infrastructure, like trained tour guides. And honestly, there's been no real effort to market these sites or even just let people know that this amazing history exists. But right in the middle of this story of neglect, there's this incredible, dramatic example of what is actually possible. Let's talk about the story of Malam Jaba. So Malam Jaba used to be the poster child for modern tourism in the valley. It was a state-of-the-art ski resort built with help from Austria, and it had chairlifts, a motel, the whole shebang. It drew visitors from all over the place. Then came the fall. In 2008, during the conflict that tore through the valley, militants destroyed the resort. The hotel, the chairlift, it was all reduced to ashes. It became this powerful, tragic symbol of the region's descent into chaos. But that wasn't the end of the story. Not even close. After the fighting stopped, a huge private investment came in. And they didn't just rebuild Malam Jaba, they completely reimagined it, turning it into a world-class destination all over again. I mean, the scale of this comeback is just wild. Look at this number, 2,000 feet. That's how long their new star attraction is, the longest zipline in all of Pakistan. Now that is a statement of ambition. And to give you a sense of just how modern this new place is, that zipline hits speeds of 80 kilometers an hour. That's literally faster than a car driving through a city. This wasn't just a patch-up job. They built a high-adrenaline, modern tourist magnet. The transformation is just stunning when you see it side by side. The old wooden motel, it's now a 5-star hotel. That single chairlift has been replaced by a brand new 800-meter-long beast, and they've gone from just skiing to a whole menu of adventure sports. It is a complete evolution. So this brings us to the really important question. What can the amazing comeback of a ski resort teach us about reviving ancient ruins? The lesson from Malam Jaba is so powerful. Huge, ambitious revival projects aren't just a fantasy. They are totally possible with the right vision and investment. But a ski resort is one thing. How on earth do you apply that same energy to a bunch of scattered archaeological sites? Well, the answer is to start thinking about it differently. See, tourism experts will tell you a destination isn't just one attraction. It's a whole system. You need people, you need transportation to get them there, you need services like food and hotels, and, this is crucial, you need to promote it so people know it exists. Every single part has to work together. So, building on that idea, researchers have laid out a really clear 3-step plan. Step 1, get everybody in a room, locals, archaeologists, business owners, and agree on what the real problems are. Step 2, create a shared plan with clear, achievable goals. And step 3, put that plan into action, making sure tasks are delegated and that the local community sees the benefits.
And why is this so important? Because getting this right means creating real, sustainable jobs. It generates the money needed to actually protect these ancient sites for the future. It makes the country's entire tourism industry stronger. And maybe, just maybe, the most important part is that it lets the people of Swat reclaim their own incredible story, a story of art, philosophy, and incredible history. You know, the success of Malam Jaba proves that rebirth is absolutely possible. The question now is whether that same vision and energy can be turned to its even deeper treasures, transforming the echoes of a forgotten kingdom into the foundation of a truly prosperous future.